Hit it.
All right, well, here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Santana, how about yourself?
Was that shorter? Was that intro
It was
shorter?
way shorter. Yeah, I
What did you
am.
do? What did you do?
I do not know. I actually
Inmates.
kind of had this thing pegged down for a second, but no longer.
Well, when it started, I was like, "Yeah, this is standard, good to go. Here we go," and then it just
No, we
quit.
generally have like the 25-second countdown, and it didn't do it. So doesn't matter. Short show, anyways, tonight. For any of you guys joining us, that's Santana. This is Kenyato, and we're here for an Ask Us Anything, and otherwise, we're going to chit-chat for 30 minutes just to give you guys some Thursday night content. Looks like we don't have anybody at all right now, so
Oh, that's a bummer. I was gonna
yeah, I
show
don't
him this. I was gonna show him this light.
go ahead and show them the light.
Look, look at this light.
Looks great. You want me to show you my light?
Yeah. Hey, there it is. Why are we not sponsored?
I do not understand yet.
Here is mine. This
There
one.
it is. But well,
Realistically, though, like how many times can you tag a company before somebody at least says, "Hey, quit it"?
tagging us. I don't know. I mean, we've got a pretty good knack for annoying people to death.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure people tag like natural light and all sorts of shit because, especially in these parts, but like I'm doing it every week at around 7 o'clock on Thursdays. So you'd think that somebody would take notice, right?
I think somebody'd pick up on it eventually.
Yeah, I need just like a forest background every time we do this show.
It looks great.
Okay. What were you about to say though?
I had nothing. I was gonna, I was gonna ask you like if you had anything sports wise you want to talk about, or we can ask each other anything. Because I did think while I was in the shower, what's your favorite like beach memory or
Favorite
vacation memory?
favorite beach memory. Damn, dude, every single fucking one, I guess, is what I would
Yeah,
say
they're
to
all
that.
good, right?
Well, I think that uh, I, me and you and the wife and your girlfriend at the time and her family all went down. That was a really fun trip.
That was a fun trip.
Uh, Basically anything that we've done uh, in the Gulf Shores region with our friend that we go to the Gulf Shores region with all the time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All of those are fantastic. Uh, I've got one very specific memory of, and you've heard the story of our like trip from hell that happened at Panama City at the beach house. Like
Oh
Nick,
yeah.
Nick and I like got lost, or we weren't lost, but like didn't see the parents for however long. Like as soon as we stepped out of the car, like everybody got hit with ants and all sorts of like just crazy shit happened. But at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, I'd trade all that to still be down here before I go back. What about you?
um, favorite.
Also,
Um,
vacation memories are like also include all of my Disney shit. Like that's
yeah, of course. Yeah. So we'll just limit it to beach right now. If you want to go into Disney after this, that's fine. Um,
no, I mean I
beach.
was done. That was it. The times that I've been there,
Oh yeah, it's all of them
yeah, they were
are
good.
great.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, Disney's awesome. Um, my favorite. I was actually trying to think about this, and it's tough to narrow it down. There's a lot of good ones. Uh, I think the one that I remember the least is when we went down when we were 21 for spring break. Um, I mean, like, there's a lot of vivid memories from that one, but like
I was about to say
overall,
that one is a big deal in my life. Like that's
of
kind of
course,
the trip that me and I think that's when Max started to fall in love. If she ever started to fall in love, it was then.
yeah. I mean, who couldn't resist our sloppiness?
Wasn't that the
Uh,
same trip? Didn't I get like that was like the complete 50-50 sunburn side because we walked all the way down the beach. Wasn't
yep,
that same trip?
yeah, it was the exact same trip. Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was fun. I was funny looking.
because of course we ran into people that we knew, like 2 miles down the beach.
Obviously.
Um, because that's how life works. Um, but my, mm, I think my favorite beach memory, or at least the one that like that sticks out the most to me right this second, actually involves you, and it was just so silly when a rent-a-cop tried to get us in trouble because you hit me with an inner tube. Like that's destruction of
Well,
property.
it didn't belong to me, Kenyatta. That's the thing. And if you think
You're
about
not
it,
wrong. It didn't belong to you.
I was in the wrong, and they should have probably slapped some cuffs on me. You know, and
I'm surprised you didn't get taken away.
well, that's the thing is, I'm over here causing real issues. You know, and uh, and they're not doing anything about it. So
Well, to be
how,
fair, he was not
how old were we on
actually.
that trip?
Um,
14, 15.
15. I think 15. Uh, yeah, that was so silly. And
But look,
then the
hang
rest
on,
of
hang
that
on,
trip was
hang
also.
on, hang on. Do I look like a wizard? Like, is this the
You
beard,
look
the light,
like
or
a
either
Greek
a wizard?
scholar.
Okay, that'll work. It's not a wizard, but it's probably in the top like seven that I would be happy about.
Hey, I mean they found out a lot of stuff.
Name one stuff.
Um, trigonometry,
Weren't we just talking about
geometry.
Weren't we just talking about Galileo being a fraud the other day?
Well, not a fraud.
You heard it
It's
here
just
first, folks.
he's not the one that discovered that the Earth was round. Also, anybody who watches this and thinks that the Earth is flat, the show isn't for you. I'm just
Well,
not going to entertain such stupid ideas. I
no,
just
no,
won't
no,
do
no,
it.
no. If a flat earther is gonna bring like millions of views, like he's got a bunch of flat Earth friends or whatever, bring it on.
Fine, fine, bring it on.
I'll
But
be the Earth can
interact
be flat.
heavily because I will just be mean. But if you want to be mean, that's what I will do.
All right, hey
There's
bud,
just physics exist.
I got something that I can bitch about.
All right, let's do it.
Don't let me buy anything other than Kingsford when I'm doing like charcoal briquettes. You know what I'm saying?
When we were walking past the Kings, or well, not we, like I stopped to go get something else, and then like 2 bags, and I think it was only like $20 for 2 bags.
20
I was
bucks
like,
for 2 bags. It's a fantastic deal. I think they run that deal like the majority of the time. I needed something that I could cook tonight. The bag that I got was 8 pounds, and it was like 540 or something like that.
yep,
Uh, but it just, and I'm not even sitting here like trying like Kingsford obviously sponsor us if you want or whatever. Your product works for me the way that I want it to work, and that's my thing. Is like not even that I'm like yeah Kingsford's the fucking best or anything like that. It's just that I know exactly what those coals are going to do, and
yep.
then this is like the third time in the past like I don't know 10 times I've grilled where I'm like, what is happening? Like just get the Kingsford. You know what happened. You know how they work. Do the thing and
How's it all turning out right now?
slow, man. Like it's slow. That that's the thing is like I'm not saying somebody may use this brand, uh, and I'm not going to say it because they may sponsor us, uh, but somebody may use this brand all the time and go, "It's the perfect. It's what I use every single time. I love it. It's perfect. It's the Kingsford of this brand, you know." But for me, I've grown up with that white and blue bag. I know how to cook it. I have spent, we've talked many times about how I finally found peace with the current grill that I have, and it stems around Kingsford, and I don't know why I do it. Trying to say, what did I save? I saved maybe $3. I saved maybe $3, and I've been cooking. I think I started the coals not too long after you left my house. That's how long I've
Well,
been dealing with this shit.
speaking of a brand that I won't say their name, um, just in case, JIC, but
Just in time.
Chewbacca got yelled to because I was hot. On the way in, I was like, I don't know what the food situation is at the house. I know I got to take a quick shower and and like get after it. So I stopped at this place and I got a bacon cheeseburger, and then they pulled up to the window and they said, "We just ran out of bacon. What do you want to do?" I was like, "Okay, well, just give me the burger that I ordered sans bacon." It's exactly how I said it. And then instead of getting a burger that's like that big, I got a cheeseburger and a little bitty wrapper. And then she's like, "Your total is the same." I was like, this
The fuck it
isn't
is.
right.
Did you say
um,
sans? Did you use the term? Did you say sans bacon?
BRB.
All right. Well, I guess to fill the dead space, let us, and by us I mean all of you future fanatics of the Brothers-In-Flaw Sports Media Network, let us look at my birds. These are breast, nope, thighs. These are thighs of chicken, chicken native to, I don't know, as far as I know, like basically everywhere. Uh, it was God's bird gift to us. Says here, you screwed up the fruit eating thing, but here's this bird that's just everywhere. I don't know. Y'all can look that up. That's probably not accurate. That's probably not any text. But anyway, again, mad as hell about uh, mad as hell about my charcoal selection. I'll take care of it at some point. It's Kingsford forever, I guess, at this point. If I'm going to continue with the standard briquettes. Hey, thanks, Cody. Thank you for also joining because I was running out of shit to talk about.
What
Hey,
how did you get the time? Sorry about that.
what
And
that was terrible. I hated that.
would you tell our viewer?
That God blessed the earth with chicken uh, because we screwed up the fruit thing or whatever. Which I don't know. We'll have to fact check that. That can be in like a fact check type situation.
It's gonna be tough to fact check, but I'm behind it. I think it's a
Go- go-
worthwhile endeavor.
Google almost certainly has that information. He said,
I
never mind. I'm not even going to get into all the blaspheming that I was about to get into. Would have been funny though. Just so
I
Cody,
assume
you
so.
very singular person. Is that all we got right now? Is our broski?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hell yeah, good. He saved me
Uh,
right there at the end. There was something for me to like respond to. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. Okay, if Cody says so, consider fact checked.
I think it's from the Hunger Games personally, but I don't know.
Oh, that's it. That's right. That's right. Silly me. I was thinking the Bible, but nah, Hunger Games. Classic Santana. Geez, I hope this isn't the episode that Natural Light decides to check in on.
I got a good
These
feeling
guys,
we're good.
these guys, they've been tagging us. They've been tagging us. The show's been going on. Let's check it out. And then they get to me saying that, just saying shit.
It might not be the best.
Wow.
I get a good look into Santana's house.
Oh yeah, this is the house. It's got a. No, they didn't get you, babe. They're looking at me. Oh, but y'all missed, man. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta get my god birds off the grill. I think everything's actually acting. Yeah, I kind of ranted a little more about Kingsford. Let's just have a rule as a show. Uh, we can text Sean right now or whatever. Like, just rule of the show. Santana doesn't get left alone.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. As soon as started to choke up a little bit, like the stream, I think that's got to be him, and then mine completely shut down. I was like, error. Do you want to
Okay,
retry? I was like, damn
cool,
it.
cool. Because I thought the same thing. As like, damn, because I'm on my phone and I'm definitely on my Wi-Fi, but I'm on the porch. So I was like,
Well,
damn, that's got to be me. Uh,
no, it's me because I didn't knock on any wood after I told Chewbacca right before the stream. So I was like, last stream yesterday, I didn't even plug the computer up to the Ethernet, 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 Ethernet. I think it's Ethernet,
it's
Ethernet,
it's.
Ethernet.
I think that it's ether or.
But
I wish Sean had been here for that. I think that Normie would have appreciated that.
he probably would have. He probably would have. But I was like, I'm not even going to do it tonight. And then, of course,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we need wood all around us, guys, and
I
you
was about to
better
say
knock on it.
we need truck wood. We need house wood. We need all sorts of wood. Just a couple of bros looking for some wood.
Well, here's the thing, Cody. I'm actually in my dining room. He's on the porch though, or he's on the porch.
Yeah, I assume that's probably what he meant in that comment, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I thought it said both. Yeah, just yeah. No, your video and audio sounds great,
Maybe I'll start
and
doing
your
it on the
audio
phone.
is coming through the headphones too.
Yeah. Mm. Chicken, good.
If you had to pick a meat, like whether it's chicken, pork,
Damn,
or
that flavor's like
beef,
real good.
that you could never eat again, which one would you pick to eliminate? Or
Oh, see
fish,
this
I don't know, add them all.
fish. Well, what do you consider a fish? Like crustaceans? Is that fish?
Mm, I mean, I guess
Because
shellfish.
if you're eliminating my ability to eat crawfish or shrimp or crab, uh, then it's not so easy. But if you're just saying like just fish with fins, what's this?
Thanks, Cody. Okay, so fish with fins. You would eliminate fish with fins?
I would eliminate because we just had this fish conversation not too long ago. Like, if you eliminate pork, okay, I could probably do that. I could probably jettison pork out of my life. But guess what bacon is, Miato?
I
Pork.
think it's pork.
You can't lose bacon, right?
I did
Uh,
tonight.
Sure enough, paid for it. Paid for it. Um, but then with fish, like I've just kind of lost. Like my biggest loss there for me right now would be swordfish. Like that would be the one that I'd be like, damn, I can't believe I don't get to eat that anymore. But I'm kind of fished out. Like other than my crustaceans. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. To each man for themselves, even though you're wrong. But I actually
Okay.
think you
Listen. Listen. Though. All right. So chicken though. The argument there, like obviously, I'm never giving up chicken wings. Like if somebody said that's the only way I can eat chicken ever again, okay, fine, chicken wings. Uh, and what was the other one? Did you have another one?
beef.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I'm not
basically,
doing.
poultry, beef, um, pork, and seafood. Like Cody says, you can lump them all together as seafood.
No, no, I
But
don't. I don't want to play that. That makes the game harder.
when it makes the game harder, like as far as poultry slash fowl goes, because then like chicken, turkey, duck, etc. bird is off the table.
No, because I don't really need any
But
of those. I just need chicken wings.
one thing, like I like just broad
So
stroking that one.
it
So
makes it.
broad
It
stroking with
makes
seafood makes sense too.
you're
Because
being.
otherwise, I could just say like I'll never eat pheasant again for all of the one times I've eaten pheasant.
That wasn't. Have you had pheasant?
Yeah,
Is it good?
yeah, very tasty.
Okay, well, I hope
I've
that you
also
enjoyed
had
it.
rabbit and
Because
squirrel.
well, those aren't birds.
No, but I'm not gonna put them on the list to eliminate because it's fairly easy to eliminate those things.
I'd
Although once
eliminate.
again, both pretty good.
Yeah, but if I had to pick, I'd eliminate squirrel. I'd just be like, out of all the other things, like trust me, it was hard. It was a hard decision. But out of beef, chicken, or fowl or whatever, the seafood, whatever, like it was hard for me. But I'll take squirrel.
Would you consider snail a meat? Like if you have escargot?
If you consider oysters, they're water snails. Other than the other water snails that are actually called sea snails.
Yeah.
Where's Billy? Isn't he a marine biologist? Ask him what he thinks. Are snails and oysters and sea snails of a meat?
Give me just a second. Hey, William.
Yeah.
Are snails
Ah,
and sea snails and oysters the same type of meat?
Yeah.
yeah,
It says yes.
yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
Man, I
Hey
think
man,
that I could go without shellfish, and I guess technically an oyster is a shellfish. I don't
you're
know. I don't know these delineations, but
you're a dummy. You're a dummy
I
if that's your answer.
I could go without shrimp or lobster or crawfish before I could go without oysters. I love raw oysters.
I just lost a
That's,
piece of chicken to my coals. Doing battle right now.
the fire's undefeated, my friend.
Saved. Saved. All good. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But another going back to the coals, the smell. Like you can tell that you can just it's ugh, it just doesn't smell right. Kingsford smells like smoke. You know
I'm gonna give my hashtag.
Kingsford.
There we go.
All I'm saying is like these brands. Yeah. All I'm saying is these brands, Natty and Kingsford, like the people that use your shit are people who would listen to our show, right? Like we we drink and we cuss and we talk sports and sometimes apparently we do meat, make meat on the thing.
Yeah, I don't understand,
I'm gonna make it happen.
but
I don't
I'm
know
I'm
how.
not a marketing director.
I'm about to direct this marketing straight up to the top. Look, see what I'm saying? Up there,
There we go.
top.
Well,
That's where I'm going.
give us a look at what you're grilling. Let's
I
take
did
a
already.
peek.
I did, but I don't want to now.
Why not? It's not going well.
No, it's fine. It's just they're boneless thighs, right? And yeah, I mean, you were with me when I got them. They're, I got them because they were cheap, and I love thighs. You know me, I love some thighs. Uh, but I don't know. There's between my battle with the Chacole and you've been distracting me, which has not been great. You know,
Yeah, I apologize for that.
you know how you get. Okay, all right. The light's bad too. I'll check it out in a minute, but
Looked pretty good to me.
yeah, it's just a pound of God bird meat.
How did you season them?
Uh, with seasoning.
Good.
Mostly, and I can whoever's listening, if you're looking for any cooking tips, seasoning tips, I like to let gravity do the work. Just shake it like this, something like this, and it generally gets everywhere and does what you want to do. I used to get a lot more involved. I used to like rub my chicken down, but then that's before I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Oh man, age comes for us all. Like we don't rub our thighs down every time anymore. Sometimes you just want to get in there.
Indeed.
I am so sorry for anybody who watches this on replay.
I don't think that's no. I think that was implied. What are you
I hear
doing?
the most adorable little lady in the world.
Yeah, I'd give her some screen time, except for
Nope.
I just what happens
No,
to child?
this is
What
this is
happens to child act?
Brothers-In-Flaws, not
Not,
Brothers-In-Flaws and Daughters-In-Laws.
you can't do a movie. You can't do a movie. It can't be 3 men and a baby.
Nope.
There's this. I'm telling you. Watch that knife there, bro. There's salad. I'm going. There's salad in the fridge too. Actually, hang on. I need a beverage.
If the next thing I heard is watch that knife there, is like you go, oh.
I should have seen the look I got. It was definitely something worth being stabbed over. No, I was just fucking around. She'd about to cut up some chicken or whatever the hell she's about to cut up, and like had Key been near her at all, it was like face level. I was like, ooh, let's not face level our child tonight.
Yeah, I
I've only
hear that good parenting starts with not cutting them.
Yeah, yeah, that's the baseline. That's the first step. I remember being in the hospital and they were like, "Hey, Mr. Hester, can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And they're like, "You ever been a father before?" And I was like, "I mean, describe father." And they're like, "Had a child." And I was like, "Oh no, no, I haven't." And then they were like, "That probably does have 8 bugs in it, but that's protein." What was I saying? Oh, they're
At
like,
the
"Yeah,
hospital,
yeah, yeah. You ever been a father?" And I was like, "Describe father." They're like, had a baby, and I was like, "Oh God, no, would never." And they're like, "Well, you're doing it right now." And I was like, "Oh shit, yes, I am." And so anyway, they're like, "All right, look, here's some advice. Here's like if I can give you one parent advice. And when I say one parent, I mean like one singular, like just human parent advice.
Mm-hmm.
Do not just. You're doing great if you're not cutting them." And I was like, "Okay, good to know." So you know what I did,
Yes.
Kenyatta? I came home, and I've been doing this for 4 years. We're pushing 5 pretty good,
Mm-hmm,
and I
mm-hmm.
and I ain't one time cut her. You know what I'm saying? Like I took that nurse's knowledge and I said I'm gonna carry that, and I'll just pass it on. Cody, you're a new dad. I'm sure a nurse told you the same thing. Don't cut them.
I've babysat your kid a couple of times, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did you cut her? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I didn't get the advice from the hospital, so obviously we played the finger version of Russian roulette, where you're just like, so, okay. So does stabbing count as cutting?
I think that stabbing between the fingers thing is just roulette, and I think that the gun thing is Russian roulette.
Okay, okay. Well, anyways, it didn't go as planned. I should get better reflexes.
Well, and I have been wondering where her other two fingers went, but what are you gonna do? Normie's gonna come back to this and not be thrilled.
Yeah, we might want to just delete this one.
No, no. This is a good vibe. This is a good vibe.
Well,
Cody, are you done with dinner? Get on here. Come talk weird shit with us.
it's actually about time for us to wrap this up.
Nah, I'm not done. Unless we have to. Let's talk a little sports. We haven't said any sports.
Okay, what you got?
All right, you can't have mine, but who's a later round guy that you're anticipating being like a legit dude in the draft? You can Google other people's opinions if you need to like find names.
I'm trying to think of somebody that I can think of just like off the top of my head. Oh, actually, I've got one. Because he's not getting talked about, and we keep talking about needing to look into him. Jordan Travis.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a excellent selection because no, I have not looked into him. Um, something that, and this is just a sidebar, but something that keeps getting talked about, and I think Missouri quarterback
Oh,
Chase Daniel.
dang it!
Chase Daniel, is that right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like former Missouri quarterback.
What? Hey, they're like the Marines. Once a Missouri quarterback, always a quarterback. Um, don't tell your dad I said that.
I thought you were talking about the current one, and I was like, he is pretty good. And I can't think of it, but anyways, continue. But Chase Daniel.
Chase Daniel just recently broke down the quarterbacks and had Spencer Rattler as his like sneaky good quarterback, and I've seen a bunch of people saying that, and that's somebody that also with Jordan Travis that I want to look into before Thursday just to see how I personally feel. Um, Obviously, Spencer Rattler has all the tools and was highly rated coming out of high school. Uh, gave his job, had his job taken by future number one pick Caleb Williams, who then also transferred. Um, but yeah, there's no reason for me to think that Jordan Travis, who I just from my watching him, not necessarily his tape, I hadn't done that, but his athleticism, his accuracy, his growth. Because I remember watching him when he first started, and from where he ended up last year before his injury that cost him and the Seminoles a playoff berth. I think that there's a lot of upside, at least. Like, if I found out that San Francisco took him in the sixth or seventh to just be in that quarterback room, I'd be elated. And I'm thinking I may feel that same way about Spencer Rattler. But there's just, for me, and you may not feel the same way, but for me, it seems like there's a lot of low lows for Spencer Rattler that I don't, again, without watching either guy's tape, I don't feel like I feel that way about Jordan Travis.
Once again, not once again, but in agreement. Completely concur. Like, I haven't watched enough of either of them, although I've watched a lot of South Carolina and Florida State. But from what I have watched, Travis seems to be a lot more consistent. Rattler has a pretty decently high ceiling, but his floor can cost you games, and that's what keeps you off rosters. But yeah, he literally got his job stolen by Caleb Williams, who would then go on to win the Heisman Trophy, and then the next year be a favorite for the Heisman Trophy, and then until his minor injury and the team collapse was in the lead for the Heisman Trophy for a lot of the years. So it's not like he got his job stolen by like a nobody.
No, I mean he definitely got his job stolen by, again,
Number one overall draft pick.
If I could
Probably.
guarantee, if I couldn't guarantee it, I would definitely say top 2. Um, and Caleb is what he's as advertised. Like there's going to be a lot of special moments for Caleb. Um, but again, and I hounded on it last night in a not fantastic manner, but just value in all drafts, but very specifically this one, and very specifically with the quarterbacks. Like if you like Caleb is this thing, but like Spencer was pretty damn good. You know, like it's just obviously, and I'm not saying that take Spencer Rattler over Caleb, but just thinking about what you can do. You don't have to spend the first round pick to have a guy that can come in and impact your program positively. Is how at least how I feel currently. I'll tell you after we see them their careers play out.
I mean, that's the thing. For any of these exercises, it's just all conjecture and speculation. Like, we're not going to know until we know. And I mean, people who get paid big money to do this are, what would you say, probably 60-40, 60% success, 40% fail. Like, and that's really good. And then there's a lot of the average ones. There's like more like 50-50.
Yeah, I would guess most even the really good ones are 50-50.
I mean, it is not a science.
Though, this is early on for us. So if we hit on the guys we've talked about,
well, last year I said, or not last year,
our percentages are going to be way up there.
I don't know. I thought that Zach Wilson was going to be a dude. He's dog shit.
We're not. Those were before the dark times, before the Empire. We're not.
Yeah, that's before the relaunch.
Yeah, this is.
So it starts this year. This is a different show.
Yeah, it's a completely different show.
This is Brothers-In-Flaw staring Santana.
Staring Santana. Which he tends to do. I don't know if it's just a ADHD thing or whatever, but like I'll get to staring. I'll just be out there.
I notice it all the time. I try not to bring it up. I don't want to embarrass you.
I wouldn't have heard you. Look at that. Oh. We're probably gonna go me and you to the Scar Rojo house tomorrow. By the way, so just
sounds like a plan.
Gear up for that.
I mean, I best gird my loins. You know how much I hate going over there and how much I hate the people that live in there.
Don't do anything to your loins when we go.
I'm going to gird them.
I just don't know I just don't think you're supposed to.
I'm telling you what, I'm going to stab a baby. That's what I do.
Normie's going to go get his own show.
Better after tonight. Jesus.
Or we'll have to rebrand. Okay, yeah, you can have another shot, but those two they can't play. They're not allowed anymore.
Also, for all those listening, I would never stab a baby, and Scar Rojo is one of my favorites of all time, and she's adorable.
Specifically, that baby.
She's adorable AF.
I don't think you can say ass fuck when mentioning babies either. Is that not what AF stands for?
All right, you give your sleeper, and then we're getting out of here.
Oh god, maybe we do delete this. Jalen Simpson. I will have an article coming out at some point about the Auburn guys coming out, and I may have said that last night, but Jalen Simpson specifically, and I may have talked about him last night too, but that is my... Matt Miller of ESPN has him going in the 6th round, and it would just blow my mind if somebody would allow that level of athleticism and that like high football IQ to drop to the 6th round. And if somebody does let him slip that far, San Francisco better be the team that pulls the trigger on him, because that guy is
the Rams.
Dude, I told you earlier, literally, I don't care. The Lions, somebody worth a fuck needs to take that guy because he would, even if he's not going to immediately make an impact in your secondary, what he can contribute on special teams with his speed. He ran a 4.45 at the combine.
And he's great depth.
He's a fantastic depth. I think questions about all of Auburn's defensive backs right now are their weight. Because I think at the combine he was 6 feet, but I think listed at Auburn 6'1". You know, so in the 6'6'1" region. But he's I think listed at the combine like 178 or something like that. So he's thin. But we talked earlier about how it doesn't impact his aggression. He's not
Ray
like
Lewis went into the NFL at 205 and finished at 255.
I mean, realistically, like just what if he could put on a healthy enough weight to get to 200 and maintain his speed and just overall athletic ability. He jumped 39 and a half in the vert, and then at the Auburn Pro Day went ahead and made it a solid 40. This guy improved every year at Auburn. And then this past year had five interceptions, and then a should have been intercepted. The guy's got a nose for the football. He's involved in every play. Athletic enough to be a rangy guy, aggressive enough to play at the line. He can just contribute in so many ways. One site, and I don't remember who it is, so forgive me if that one specific person who I don't know sees this and gets upset that I talked about his website, but they had him listed as both corner and safety. With his frame specifically, I could see him moving down into a nickel spot and playing nickel corner or something like that. But the guy's just a really, really solid player and athletic enough to make a difference and has a nose for the football. And I think I told you earlier that I think that he reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu, like just the way that the nose for the football, the nose like understanding of what's happening, the way that this year again 5 interceptions, and I got so hyped every time 36 popped up on the screen because I was like, there he is. Of course he's there. Like, of course that guy's there. And I think that some of the best late round guys are the guys who just know what's happening. Like, if you can just be involved. And so, yeah, that's my dude. Jalen Simpson, safety, Auburn. If he makes it to the 6th round, I'll be shocked. But if he does, I would love to have him. I would love to have him before that. If we took him in like the 3rd or the 4th, I'd be like, awesome.
Yo, I think that'd still be a steal. And I agree with you. Like if he goes past the if he goes into the 3rd round and the Rams grab him in the 3rd round, I'd be pretty psyched. Once again, like you were talking about, is he going to immediately impact the game? I don't know, but I'd risk the gamble.
I mean, if worst case scenario, he plays special teams.
Football player is a football player,
and should be, at least.
I mean, if you're gonna do the things that he does at the level that he does them in the SEC, which is, let's get real, it's the next closest thing to the NFL.
The supplier.
It is the supplier. And you can do that, then I don't know why it wouldn't translate. I mean, hell, speaking of another a sleeper pick for Auburn, Darius Slayton has led the Giants in receiving yards 4 of the last 5 years, and he's not anybody that Auburn fans were ever excited. Like, he was a good receiver, but he also was a guy that was like unfinished potential.
We knew him as the guy that Stidham would drop a dime into the breadbasket and he would drop it. Stidham would do something amazing and we'd go, hell yeah, and then Slayton would he would just drop the pass. And I don't know statistically really if that stands up, but like that's what I think Auburn fans think of. Like there was at least enough big ones to think, God, this dude doesn't have the hands. And now look at him. Yeah, like you said, 4 out of the 5 years that he's been there, he's got well over 3,000 yards career receiving, I think, which was something that would, if you had told me when he left Auburn, I would have been like, I don't know, like. But look at him. I mean, hell yeah, wore down and good for him.
I just checked out Travis. His draft grade is also 6th round. So for whoever's metrics, it looks like our sleepers are both in the 6th round for whatever.
Well, and for me,
Simpson has a
again,
lot more chance to impact the game than Travis does.
earlier on for sure, but also
Just depending
Brock
on
Purdy
situation.
exists, so
Like if
it's
you,
all of it is. All of it is. Everything about this thing is situational, and I and we talked about it recently too, that I think that just football players are just getting that good. I mean, look at what San Francisco has done in the middle rounds of the draft over the past few years, between the best middle linebacker in the league, one of the best tight ends in the league, maybe the second or third best linebacker in the league. Like what they have done. Not to mention a top 10 quarterback in the league, if not higher, if you go by stats. But uh, I just think football players are just getting good. They're just that good that you can get really, really amazing guys, like pretty deep into the draft. And if Travis or Simpson are those dudes, it wouldn't shock me at all.
no.
Can you hear my AC unit?
I hear it's running.
Hopefully it's running air into the place that it's supposed to. As a matter of fact, y'all, I will talk about getting a sponsor. About to call somebody that does air conditioners. And we will plug you to our 6 guests from time to time, 6 viewers from time to time.
You quite literally live next to somebody who does that.
Did that come through? Did you see that there's a house over there?
Not really, but
That's for the best. I don't want to.
don't put everything on blast.
Yeah, no, I don't want to put that's not my house. I shouldn't show
This is
that
not your house.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair, it didn't come through, so you're good.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be like this, like cutesy, look at my neighbor or whatever. But
who
no,
does
that's
HVAC?
unfair. Oh,
or at least his company does.
Now we've pinpointed it. Now we've set it up. Like anybody that watches this,
he lives in Alabama, and he has a neighbor that does HVAC. Go and find me anybody who can pinpoint that. You know, people do HVAC and live in Alabama.
HVAC, if I know. How was that?
It's fine. I mean, I don't know. It made me chuckle.
Call Billy. Call Billy. See what he
Okay,
thinks.
hold on one second.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, how do you feel about HVAC if I know? As a joke. HVAC if I know.
You got to give him the context.
Yeah, so it's talking about the Santana's neighbor and how he quite literally lives next to somebody who does HVAC, and then we were talking about giving away location, this, that, or the other, and then he said, "Well, HVAC if I know." It made him laugh.
Okay, yeah.
He said it's pretty good.
What did he say?
What did you say? Yeah.
It's not hard to make me laugh.
Yeah, he said it's not hard to do that.
No, that's not true. he's the sharpest crayon in the tool shed.
I'm gonna tell him that real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Will, Santana says you're the sharpest crown in the tool shed.
What? What was that?
Crown.
No.
Crown.
No.
It's Crown.
The company's name is Crayola. It's not Cryola.
It's Crown.
Oh my god.
I'm getting
Okay.
it from both directions right now too. It's funny.
Aren't you always, bud?
Oh man.
All right. I'm out of my fresh, refreshing, crisp, natural light. Low calorie, low carb, just refreshing.
So tasty.
So I can go get another one, but we can also be done if you wanna.
And might as well just call it.
Having a good
We've
time
given our
though.
sleepers. Huh? Oh, had a
Having a
great
good time
time.
though. Yeah, it was a good time. Good time.
We'll do more shows like this if anybody's interested, all two viewers. I kind of am very curious about who the second viewer is. Hey, viewer number 2, you don't even have to say anything. Just put like a period and like hit enter.
Oh, what if it's just somebody being nice and just like, I'm not gonna watch this shit, but I will leave them like
Almost
on,
certainly.
leave them
Was
alone.
happening.
God bless you.
Almost certainly. God bless you.
God bless you. God bless the chicken that God gave us.
Uh, no, we'll call it. But no, I can get Normie back on and like actually schedule and like promote and ask us anything type show because I don't know. Yeah, I love talking sports, but I also love just the chit chat.
Dicking around. Well, and it's a good. We had our pseudo pre-draft show last night, and next week we'll do our mock draft on Wednesday, and then do something kind of like this while we watch the draft on Thursday.
Yep, I'm excited about it. So,
I'm neither here nor there.
viewer,
We'll see how it goes.
thank you, Cody plus a non-viewer, for being nice. We love you all, and hope you all have a good night. And we'll see you Wednesday. Oh my god, I'm so not good at this.